Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel, Hiding Hair Loss. My name is Jamie and today I'm going to be sharing another product from Uniwigs with you. This is a product I would say that a lot of people have been waiting on, at least a lot of the women that I've been in touch with in the hair loss community. And specifically women with frontal fibrosing alopecia, which is a type of alopecia which really targets your frontal hairline. And I have, obviously, I am suffering from this. So my loss started on the sides here and has gradually worked its way up. It's pretty stable now. A lot of women with frontal fibrosing alopecia, the loss continues to work its way even across the forehead line and go further and further back. And the thing about it is a lot of people with frontal fibrosing alopecia that have all this loss at the front still have a beautiful head of hair otherwise, like the rest of their hair is in good condition and could be full. I personally am experiencing another type of alopecia on my scalp, so I do have other bald spots that I like to cover, but today we're going to be sharing a product that specifically is for covering this frontal hairline. So without further ado, let me show you this new hairline topper from Uniwigs called Harper. This is it. So this piece is available with or without bangs. And what it is literally, like I said, it's just for the hairline. And it goes across your forehead and then it has a halo wire that loops underneath. So you're getting just the coverage just along the front, and then you utilize your own hair in the back. This specific one is in the color espresso brown. And this, like I said, this one has bangs. You'll see I already trimmed the lace off. I should have saved it for the video, but I'll show you one that has the lace still on it. So this one is the same piece from Uniwigs, the hairline topper. This one is without the bangs, and it's a slightly different color. This one's espresso brown, which I will say is a great color for if you have more of like an ashy hair color or a cool toned hair color. My hair is tricky because the ends tend to be warmer and then the root is more ashy and cool toned. If you're deciding between the two, you want to match your root. So that would be the most important place to match to. And then the ends can blend easier. So originally I had gotten the truffle brown. And as you can see, it's close, but it's a warmer tone. So as you can see, against my hair at the root, see, at the end, it's like a great match. At the root, where it matters with this one, it's not matching up quite right. And so since the topper ends here and then you're utilizing the rest of your own part line, you really need it to match at the root. So I got the espresso brown to try, and this one was pretty much a perfect match for me. As you can see, it's matching up at the root line, which is what's most important with this piece. The ends, they're not too far off, but I would say the ends are easier to blend in and kind of get them to work. Whereas trying to get the top to work, if it's not matching up, is a little trickier. So before I go ahead and put this on, I want to share a little more of a close-up of the piece. Oh, I wanted to show how you cut the lace. I'm not going to cut this one because I don't plan on using this piece because it doesn't match my hair. This is the one that was truffle brown. But as you can see, when you receive this piece in the mail, it's going to have this little bit of lace, just like a hairline, or just like a lace front topper would have, or just like a wig would have. And you're going to want to cut that lace edge off for a more seamless look. I mean, you don't have to cut it the whole way to the edge, but you're going to want to cut at least a little bit of that excess off to help it blend better. The lace is actually really a very like fine and delicate lace. It does melt into your forehead pretty well, but just for that little extra added bit of realisticness, you're gonna wanna cut that lace. So I'm gonna put that one aside because that's the one that I'm not planning to use because it's the wrong shade for me. So this is the one I'm planning on showing you on my head today. This is the Espresso Brown with bangs. And as you can see, it has these silicone patches that will line up with the sides of your head. And I mean, this is when it's beneficial to not have hair because that silicone is gonna grip better to your skin. I know I've tried this on and accidentally like had some like, you know, wispy hairs falling forward. It doesn't stay down quite as nicely. So in this instance, it's actually a benefit to be having the bald patches on the sides, so that silicone will stick. And then again, it has the lace front, which I've already trimmed on this one, as you can see. I left a little bit. We don't want to go completely up to the line where the hair is because then it's gonna, you know, eventually unravel. And then we have the halo wire, which is looped on here, which is actually kind of nice, I guess, if you ever had to replace it. It's just hooks that the loop is installed and then you hook it on. So for the halo wire, you can adjust it to fit tightly to your scalp by pulling this piece on either side. And as you pull, I don't want to pull mine because I have it adjusted to the right size. As you pull, this will get shorter. And so it can be a tight fit for you. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this hairline topper on. Just like you would a headband. I'm gonna push back my hair, get that out of the way. And like I said, this piece has bangs, which I love. Not only the look of the bangs, but I love that it makes me less self-conscious about the look of the hairline. I don't feel like people are gonna notice any sort of hairline on this. And then you wanna line it up so that sheer part, so the lace is lining up with your part so that skin is showing through there. I mean, another option would be to put, you know, like silicone tape under that part. So as you can see, it's coming together already. And then you just got to kind of adjust it to get it to lay how you need it to lay. I'm gonna brush through and blend it with my hair. And actually today I added some waves in my hair, so I might need to add some waves in. So I still have my sideburns intact on my own hair. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull those out just to give it a little bit of a realistic look. But if you don't have that, it's okay because the piece goes the whole way down here to your ear. And as you can see, there's a really nice realistic hairline, which is so fun to see because this is what I am normally looking at. So we have our realistic hairline, and then the silicone sticks to your skin there. And then I feel like it's tight enough right now for me, so I'm not gonna pull the wire any tighter. I'm just gonna try to blend my own hair into the piece and sort of get the two mixed together. I might add a little bit of wave to this. My straightener is plugged in kind of far away. Okay, so I think we have it perfected here. And as you can see, this is gonna lay It's gonna give you that hairline that you're missing, which is pretty amazing. I also wanted to show, you can also use this. I love putting this up. You could definitely do like a low ponytail. Actually, before I finish, I personally have some spots on top that are lacking in hair. So I'm gonna go ahead and fill in. I have some of these hair building fibers that Uniwigs sells, and I need a little extra help since it's not the full topper to cover the top of my head. So I'm gonna add some of the hair building fibers. And that'll just help fill in any sparseness that the hairline topper is not covering. So then I'm gonna go ahead and show you. You can do like a low ponytail with this. Oops. So then we have the low ponytail, and we don't have to worry about any peekaboo bald spots on the sides, which is amazing. I'm gonna go ahead and take that out. And then I love the option of doing a high ponytail with this. So the only thing different that I'm gonna do is, so here's the halo wire that's looped underneath the nape of my neck. I'm gonna go ahead and take some of the hair I have it like underneath all of my hair, but for a high ponytail, I'm gonna scoop out, if you can see, I'm gonna scoop out some hair to cover the wire so I can put my hair fully up. And this one, I think I have some sparseness at the nape of my neck, so even this is a little tricky for me. I have to be careful that I don't have anything, I mean, I don't have to be, but I like to be careful that I don't have anything showing any bald spots, because I do have some patches back here, but I just want to show this because it is possible for me even with that, as long as I'm wearing like a loose ponytail or something that's sort of disguising a little bit. And then I think for women that have like the traditional frontal fibrosing alopecia pattern, where just the front from here across, they can really still, if they haven't had loss at the nape of the neck, they could utilize this as well. I'm going to pull out some pieces here just to keep the ears from sliding down. And then this also is kind of a nice way if you're worried about blending the top. You kind of push the top back. And then I'm going to do a really loose ponytail so that I can still adjust it as needed. That's not loose. Okay. It won't be too tight here. So we pull that down. And then I kind of pull this loose. It's based on everyone's hair loss patterns is so different. So you're gonna kind of adjust it based on what you need. But I mean, this is such like a amazing thing to see. I haven't seen my hair up like this without this being completely empty in so long. So yeah, this one I could pull down some more strands to kind of blend it in. So that's the full ponytail. I am guessing the back does not look as good. So like I said, I have sparseness around here, but I pulled a little bit of hair out to hide that halo wire. And then you can see the little hook here, but that's why I prefer the ponytail. It kind of hangs down over any of that sparseness in the back. I think this piece is going to be like an invaluable piece for women experiencing frontal hair loss. I think a lot of them are feeling like they don't want to cover their hair whenever they still have beautiful hair otherwise. So this is like a way of still being able to utilize what hair you have and then just covering the spots that are trouble spots for you. And I love this piece. I am so impressed by it. I love the bangs on this piece. Now the one without bangs, I don't know how it would do with this up do as far as like, well, even if you pulled that back, it might be a little bit trickier with the very high updo. I like the bangs for like some security and like keeping it weighed down in the front, but you could try it. Obviously the one without bangs is gonna look great with your hair down. It's gonna give you that fully intact hairline that you have been missing. So yeah, I just wanted to share this piece. I think it's a really cool one, and I was excited about it. So I hope you enjoyed. And as always, I hope you're doing well. I hope you're hanging in there. I know this kind of hair loss, I know any kind of hair loss is hard, and I'm just happy to be able to share some ideas that might help make it a little bit easier for you. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.